to another Power Pack teaching with me on this very platform. I deem it a great pleasure, honor, and much gratitude in heart to have you with me for us to go through certain studies that will have a positive effect upon our lives and the people around us. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Today, we are dealing with something amazing, and it is leading without visibility yet fulfilled. Leading without visibility yet fulfilled. Leading without visibility yet fulfilled. That in our day to day effort of becoming who we are, in our day to day actions, in working according to vision and according to purpose, leadership cannot be taken out of the conversation. So, leadership is something important that anyone that has the opportunity of achieving purpose stand a chance of leadership. That means that if you are going to be purpose fulfilled, you will automatically be a leader fulfilled. So leadership and purpose work hand in hand. When you go to YouTube, you get some of our messages that deal with that, so you can search for the World Light Network on YouTube, and then you will get messages that will elaborate more on leadership and purpose, the connection between leadership and purpose, so that you will be really inspired, transformed, and helped for you to become a blessing, one to yourself and also to the ecosystem you find yourself in. Now, leading without visibility. Now, when it comes to the culture of our homes, basically it's considered that the man is the head of the family. In his absence, the woman takes over, and then the order of kids. Now, the man is the one in charge, and the woman is considered to be the helper of the man. That means when you are a man and you are going in for a woman, you seek for one who will be your helper. So, leading without visibility yet fulfilled is a topic that is going to elaborate us on the ideology that at a particular point in time, you don't have to be the head, but you are supposed to be the one helping the head. Because when it comes to visions, vision normally has, any vision has a head and a help. And most of the time, when people find themselves in a place where they have to become the help and not the head, they fail in that perspective, because most of the time they feel like they are much more better than the head, and they want to take that place of the head, of which is as a result of misappropriation of information and lack of knowledge and understanding. Because it's not everybody that will become a president of a country. It's not everybody that will become a king. But you can be the one influencing the king to rule. It's not always necessary for you to sit on the throne, but you will be the one controlling the one sitting on the throne to control the domain. So in your quest to the affairs of life, when you find yourself at a place where you are supposed to be the one influencing the one in control to control, and you want to be in control instead of influencing the one in control, you failed. So most leaders are failures not because of the seat, but because of their position. That where they are supposed to be sitting isn't the forefront of the journey. That they are supposed to be the one influencing the one at the forefront in order to achieve success. That is why the very people that we are supposed to fear much is the wife of the king, is the wife of the president, is the woman of the chief justice, is the wife of the pastor. Because women are controllers. So even though the man is the head of the family, it takes a woman to control a home. That means that when a man refuses to allow the influence of the helper, the relationship has no place of standing. So the reason why most relationships are unable to stand is because the man thinks because he is the he is the head, he is the one supposed to control everything. But what you don't know is that your helper is the one you listen to before you take decisions. That is the woman. And that is what is giving us the understanding that the power of a woman is very strong. So much strong that we are not supposed to play around with it. Because women have that power to control without being at the forefront, and it is something that we are supposed to learn and expand our understanding about. Because it's not always that what the king sitting on the throne is doing is coming out of his mind, that it takes the woman behind the seat to control the entire nation, to control the entire empire. That is why it's very important that you take your time and choose right when you have gotten to the stage of choosing the very woman you want to spend your life with. Because when you don't get the right woman, you are going to make so much wrong decisions. Because for you to make a right decision is as a result of who is speaking into your ears. So, I would like to ask you this question. Who is speaking into your ears? Who is whispering into your ears? After the conversation in the public, who is having a private conversation with you? Who? So don't be afraid of the president. Don't be afraid of the king. Be afraid of the woman behind your leader. Don't be afraid of the leader, but fear the woman behind the leader. If you want to have a good leadership, then you should have good people around the leader. Because an empire does not take one to control. It takes a committee. It takes the state of elders and the king. So the king is the one at the forefront, but it does not take only the king to make decisions. The president is the one at the forefront, but it does not take only the president to make decisions for the country. When you understand this concept, you will know why the parliament is very important. Because bills has to pass through the proposal proceedings of parliament in order for there to be a gazettement, and then finally the president has to sign for the gazettement of that bill, and then it's being passed as a law. So before a leader makes a final decision, there are people behind the scenes that are influencing. And so therefore, the woman is strong, the parliament is strong, the elders are strong based on the fact that they are the ones influencing the leader to make certain decisions. And so therefore, when you are supposed to be at the place of influencing the leader, and you want to be at the forefront to become the leader, and that is not your purpose, you become a failure. That is why understanding your calling is very important. Understanding your place is very important. Understanding where you are coming from and where you are going is very important. When you don't discover all those things and think and by force you want to be at the forefront, you are going to break loose. It's not everybody that is supposed to be found at the forefront. That is why in every business organizations we have board members and we have the chief executive officer. So in every governmental sector there is a chief executive officer. Aside the members of the board committee, the executive that are there also contribute. But at the forefront, you need one chief executive officer. So when we come to a point where we have more than one chief executive officer, it means that there will be lack of unity of command. And when there is a lack of unity of command, there will be chaos and there will be misplacement of priorities, because everybody will become a front runner instead of having one front runner and supporters. That is why it's not every part of the body that is considered to be the head. It's not every part of the body that is considered to be the eye. It's not every part of the body that is considered to be the nose. And it's not every part of the body that is considered to be the mouth. It's called division of labor. That immediately the eye starts working, the eye has failed. Immediately the legs start saying, the legs have failed. Immediately your stomach starts eating, your stomach has failed. Immediately your mouth starts sweeping your room. Instead of the hands, your mouth has failed. So when the hand is holding and the eyes is seeing, that is purpose defined with clarity and specification. And so therefore that specialty brings fulfillment. And as a result of that, you know that everything is done in appropriation. So there is nothing like misplacement of priority, because there is clear definition of function. And that is the biggest problem of most people. That some of our people are supposed to function as the nose, but they want to function as the eye. It's because they have not discovered their purpose yet. So properly defining and disclosing your vision, your purpose, and your place of ordinance is very important. So until a man discovers his place of importance, he will always be a problem to society, a problem to the cosmos, a problem to his ecosystem, a problem with everything, because you become a duplicate, and so therefore you will lack uniqueness. So people do not have that uniqueness that is required for them to have in order to give them that recognition that they have to attain, because they have become duplicates. So we already have the eyes, yet he is supposed to be the mouth, but by force he wants to become the eye. And that is the problem of our society. That is the problem that we are facing in the society. That the eye is envying the mouth, and the mouth is envying the nose, and the nose is envying the ears. That is the problem of society right now. Everybody want to be at the forefront. That is a misplacement of understanding and needs to be corrected. And that is why the World Light Network is here to help you out. And my name is God Kate Bonesman, and our Power Pack teachings is going to help you get to certain standards that you will be so marveled with. You'll be so marveled with. Leading without visibility, yet fulfilled. So you have to understand that your leadership could be a potential of influencing the king to make decisions for the country. So you are leading behind the scenes, and yet you are not seen. You are leading the king, and so therefore you are not seen. The king is the one supposed to be seen, not the one influencing the king. Now, when they begin to see you more than the king, that becomes an error, and so therefore the king has to come for your head because you are taking his place. You understand what I'm trying to say? Be comfortable when you are the woman of the house, and the man and your husband is the man of the house, and everything is the husband that is seen. Be proud of it. And that is a proof of your fulfillment, that your husband is being seen as a perfect husband. So when you are unable to make your husband to be seen as a perfect husband, that is a failure on your side. You are failed when you are not able to play the role of a woman to shine the husband and be the one behind the light of his shadow. You are failed. Don't be a failure in an attempt of becoming the head instead of being the influence of the head. You can control the affairs of the family by controlling the man, yet making sure that the man is the man of the family. The man is the head of the family. When immediately you become the man of the family and doing things that the man is supposed to be doing, instead of influencing him on how to do it, you become a failure. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. You are supposed to influence behind the scenes. You are supposed to be leading behind the scenes. And that is a clear definition of your leadership. That the leadership of the helper is to make sure that the one being helped becomes able enough in destiny and purpose. That means that when you are unable to help your husband, your man, to become successful, and you bypass him to become successful, in order for you to take that title of a man, you become a failure, even though you think you have attained. That means that your importance doesn't lie in what you have acquired. Your essence is found in your fulfillment. That is why no matter how rich a woman becomes, she will never be fulfilled until she becomes the help of a man. Allow the men to be men. Allow the leader to be the leader. Allow the president to be the president and be the one influencing the president. And just understand that concept, and then you know how fulfilled you become. You don't always have to be at the forefront. Influence from behind. Control things from behind. Allow the leaders to be there and influence from behind. You know, some people stop communicating their ideas to leaders because they think they deserve that position and it has been given to somebody. No. Let them be and contribute. When that position belongs to you as well, when your time comes, you will fill that space. Don't overdo. Don't overdo. Do what you are supposed to do, and victory will be yours. That is why a lot of people still don't feel fulfilled, even though it seems they have acquired a lot. You know where the problem lies? They thought it's the acquisition that defines their fulfillment. But they don't know that your fulfillment is defined within you. So when you haven't discovered the fulfillment within you, you can't manifest it. So you manifest what is within, not what is out. So when you copy and you become a duplicate, you will be redundant. But when you focus on your specialty, on your uniqueness, on your difference, on how important and significant you are, you become a blessing. And when you understand your place and you become a leader behind the scene, and you are able to do your work well, you will know that you were not the one standing in front, yet you are satisfied and proud of what is happening, because you know that your hands is in it.